Hello there, my name's Dan. I'm a good friend of Nig's. I understand that he's recently been telling you that we're going to do some Mk2 content, 18T conversion. So this is my garage. Welcome. There's not really much to it, but it's local, it's cheap, and it's ideal for getting away from the wife, basically. So I'll give you a look where we are progress-wise now. I'll show you where I'm at with the car. This is where we're up to. Just to give you a bit of info about the car, it's Mk2 16 valve, big bumper. That's the KR injection. However, I bought the car with an ABF in it, which is a Mk3 2-litre 16 valve GTI. Brilliant engine, really liked it. But as a weekend toy, I just wanted that bit more power, a bit more fun, I suppose. So anyway, this is the car. I'll give you a quick look progress-wise where we're at. And I hope you enjoy some of the content that we're going to give you. So as you can see, it's pretty much half stripped out. The coolant and everything's out. The loom's disconnected from the block. Obviously I've still got to pull the loom out and things. But yeah, let's begin and see where we get to. Hello, and we're back again. Day 2. I've got Christopher giving us a hand. Say hi, Chris. Hello. Filling his fat face as usual. So this is where we at. She's out. She's out. We're just on pulling a couple of bits and bobs out that we're going to get powder coated, because in fairness, if you look at them, I have seen better days. But for a 30-year-old car, it isn't too bad. So we're just stuffing our faces as we speak. What's next, Chris? What's next?
Beers.
Beers. Yeah, so as you can see, we have the engine and the crane and all the goodies required for Ryan, who is going to be getting this engine, as I'm pretty much doing a straight swap for his 18T ban. Also, I've got some other bits in there that'll be getting powder coated, cross member, this, that, the other. So the plan is next, if I'm not tripping over brake lines, to give this engine bay a good clean, because in fairness, I don't think it's ever had a one. But I mean, there's worse. There's no rust really. Take a look.
Because the shake's hiding it.
So we've got the driver's seat to come out, carpet to come back. Then I can get to the back of the servo and get that undone. We can then swap with pedal box. I understand we've got to bash a bit of the bulkhead flat, which isn't something I would really like to do, because I know you can get the correct bracket. I think it's off a B4 Passat and it holds the slave cylinder on for the clutch. But we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. So that'll be the next job. Oh, dinner over with. So this is where we at. Just thought I'd give you a bit of a view on this. One sec. So what we've got is a Corrado pedal box. Bolted straight into the car, so right here. It looks fairly similar, so I can't imagine why it wouldn't. But this has actually got a Mark IV throttle pedal, as you can see here, which is drive-by-wire because I'm running a BAM, so it's one of the newer engine codes, so different kind of throttle setup. Also with this, I will be running a hydraulic clutch. Great, because if you've ever driven a Mark II to Scotland, it's you tend to end up with an achy leg by the time you get there. With which I have this quite nice, if I do say so myself, push fit slave cylinder cable, which a lad who I bought the pedal box off was quite happy to give us for free, so I've hit lucky there. So what we're going to do now then is pull all this out. You can see this is the interior of the car. One of the better ones. Oh, Christopher, would you like to do some brake lines for me? Get some brake lines whacked in. Because as you can see by these ones, they're not very pretty looking. So I think that's enough for today. We've gave the inside of the engine bay a big squirt with some degreaser. Hopefully it saves some time if I let it sit for an hour or a day. As you can see, it's howling a hoolie, isn't it, Chris? So
Persistent doing right.
Persistent down, he says. So that's it for today. Peace. Got the engine in the back of the van, all the ABF that is. I'm just on my way down to the garage now, Kai's garage, to have a look at this 18T. It's still in the car as far as I know. But no harm in going to have a look, I suppose. Drop this engine off because the van stinks of fuel, as you can imagine. Hopefully, if he has taken bits off the car, off the engine, inlet manifold, stuff like that, I can put it with my pile of parts that I'm going to get powder coated, is me thinking. So let's go and have a look, see what he's got. And this is it, the engine, courtesy of this man, Mr. Kai Woodruff, and the Fortin mechanic. Hello again. Right, so we're at day 3, and today I haven't got as much time as usual. To be honest, I haven't got as much to do either, so I think we're going to focus on cleaning the bay a bit. I'll give you a quick look at before, and you can see it after. Hard work. So really I could do with jet washing this. I don't know what I'm going to do because there's no drain on my garage floor, and I can't roll it forward because well, I can't roll it forward. This is what I've been spending the last 25 minutes doing, hunting for rust. And to be honest with you, I could probably go over the full bay. Patience, I don't think I've got the patience for it. I should do it because the engine's out and I'm not, it's going to be a long time before I get another chance. So I mean, I've done that side, I've got this side to crack on with. I'm just going to paint it black again. Obviously I'm going to make it so it's going to last for another 30 years ideally. So let's crack on. Well, that turned out to be a bit more of a chew on than I planned. I was originally just going to take it back, get rid of whatever rust I could see, but the more I done it, the more rust I uncovered, as you can imagine, with a 30-year-old car. So as you knew, this is where I was at. As you can see here, it's still pitted very badly, really. It doesn't jeopardize the integrity of it or anything. It's wafer thin metal, so what can you expect? So I've took it back the best I can. I'm gonna undercoat it and I'm gonna paint it. Hopefully that should last another 30 years. You ready to do some work?
Yes.
Good lad. Let's go. So Chris.
Yes.
I'm thinking we're going to strip the, well, get the pedal box out. Get the pedal box out so I can get the servo off, get a bit more access to the inside of the bay. And start getting some of the old under seal off, you know, the nice stuff.
Yes.
I've been told petrol gets it off by Alan. It's not something I really want to be pouring around fresh paint.
Barbie, because you working off quick enough now.
But it comes off fairly decently with a flathead screwdriver if you've got patience. Would you like to prevent them bottles from moving around anymore, or just going to let them smash?
Well,
Right, well, let's go and start stripping. Well, Chris is keen to start today. We figured since Orion's got the engine, he might as well have the loom to go with it. So I think we're just going to disconnect it from the fuse board to allow a bit more access to the pedal box. You don't have to take it out, but it's going to come out anyway. So we're going to do that. I'm going to start pulling a bit more out of this bay. I'll show you where I got to the other day. It looks better, but it isn't amazing. So as you can see, all this, there's a bit missing from here. To be honest, if I was going to make it a show car, I would just literally grind this bit off. But it does house the cables in that channel, so it's not something I should really do now. We're basically going to strip it clean, get it flat, etch primer, and just gloss black the bay, and then it's done. And I can rest without knowing that I might have to pull the engine out again in the near future because I didn't do it. It's nice enough. I mean, I'd already painted this because I was just going to taffy these bits up, but I've since decided it's going to look daft and I might as well just do the lot. I mean, look at the difference. Shiny, dull, shiny, dull. Obviously it's been keyed like, but that hasn't. Grease, awfulness. So we're going to just key the lot of it and use some etch primer, like I say, to get it all nice and shiny. Tell you what, we'll start by taking that steering wheel off, eh? Because it's massive and it's obviously in the way.
Fucking sick of.
What's that?
Getting these fucking. Now the sound in here.
Yes?
Was it made with the mattresses from?
I'll not repeat what he said, but it was very rude. So, clock's out. No swearing, Chris, it's child free. So, this is where we're at. I don't know what he's doing. I think he might be having a picnic under here, to be honest. He's got plenty of daylight. I mean, look at the size of that hole. But this is the fun we have in trying to get the pedal box out. I watched a video of a lad on YouTube, Jake Rawson he's called. Give him a watch, he's quite interesting. Now his car, steering column adjusted up and down, which I think is allowed the space he's needed to get his pedal box out without having to take it to bits. We are not that fortunate by the looks of things. So by the looks of things, the steering column's coming out. Chris is on trying to persuade it out as we speak, aren't you, Chris? So it's dinner time again, and yes, we're eating more chip shop. Getting chubby. Sitting in the sun. Chris doesn't know how to put this pedal box in, so looks like I'm going to have to do it. Hello again. So, I haven't been recording many videos because I keep forgetting because it's all new to me, this. But it's, I think, day 7, so we've probably missed a few days. And I've been busy. Take a look at this.
Pain goes by when you just don't think about, when you just don't think about it, no. Pain goes by when you just don't think about, when you just don't think about it, no. I think my vision's getting blurry, swear the Reaper's in a hurry. Yeah, I say I got no worries, but feels like nothing's gonna cure me. I don't really know why, been so damn sick of this ride. Just one off so I can feel normal for once. Fantasize about gripping the gun. And I got lots of problems, medicated, solve them. Slowly I've been falling, slowly I've been falling. I got lots of problems, medicated, solve them. Slowly I've been falling.
I got Chris here.
Why do you always videos on a fucking
You're always eating, Chris, that's the problem. Always a chip butty as well. So, as I was stood in the queue for 25 minutes, Chris has stripped the subframe for us, because we've decided that it might be worthwhile getting this powder coated as well, along with the wishbones. And as you can see, I'm fortunate enough to have already had some nice Proflex poly bushes in there. So let's hope them come out in one piece. Just going to go gloss black everything, and then the nice.
Correct, yes, the Powerflex, not Proflex.
Oh, that's right, aye. A7, and progress is looking well. Kai says he's made a start on pulling the engine out. Did you know, Chris? He took the front bumper off.
I believe it when I say it. Why are you videoing the fucking...
I'm videoing me.
Oh.
He's took the front bumper off, and he's drained the coolant out. So he must have been there for 8 minutes at least to do that. But anyways, he's going down tomorrow so I can drop his loom off and a few other bits. Then once all this comes back from the powder coaters, we can start putting it back together. In the meantime, the pedal boxes at Nick's getting modified because, as you know, in previous videos we had a bit of bother. So once that's in, we can start doing some brake lines. Hopefully the brake lines will be done around about the same time as the stuff on the powder coaters, and then it's rebuild. So that would be it for part 1 of my video blog on the 18T build. I would imagine, based on the content that we're actually putting together, that there could be maybe 3 parts or so. I would imagine Nick from Decimal Tenth will be having quite a bit of input with the work that he's doing for us. I hope so anyway. His knowledge is much needed in this project, as I'm just an amateur mechanic. I'm learning as I go. I'm a heating engineer by trade. It's something I've always been interested in, is Mk2 Golf. You've opened a magazine at the age of maybe 8-year-old, seeing a oak green big bumper on ball bed A's sort of got me hooked, and I've been like that ever since, I suppose. So I hope you've enjoyed it. Tell us what I can do to improve, by all means, and I hope to see you again for part 2. Peace.